Hello, church. Thank you for joining me today. We're in this series, Light, and today we're going to be looking at making room in my heart for the light. And we're going to be looking at what takes up space in our hearts that actually kind of push that light away. And we're going to be looking at the different parts of the manger scene. So we're going to be looking here, what about Mary? She chose to make room in her life. Her body, her womb became the first room Jesus was welcomed into. Also, she had to make room in her reputation. Mary heard everything the angels and the shepherds said and stored up all of these things in her heart. Wow, that's impressive. Now think about Joseph. He made room in his life for Jesus. His pride had to have been wounded. Imagine explaining to friends, yeah, I'm going to marry this girl. Yeah, she is pregnant. And they ask, well, who's the dad? It's like, well, God, of course. And then he probably had to give up a traditional marriage of the day. What about Mary's family, especially her parents? They had to make room for Jesus by giving up their big wedding, their celebration of joy. There's no mention of a wedding in the Gospels. Their hopes and dreams for their little girl, that they had to make way to give way to the Lord. And then there's the angels. The angels made room for Jesus. They left the glory of heaven and being with God to declare the coming of Jesus. And of course, the angels are associated with the shepherds. Think about what they had to do. They made room for Jesus in their peaceful fields. They were flooded with lights and noise, angels everywhere. They were interrupted. They had to go to see this incredible thing that the angels were describing. And then as time goes on, the wise men, they made room in their lives for a trip. They put aside all their studies and work to travel to find this king. They invested huge amounts of money and resources to find him. He became the most important thing in their life, and really, he became the object of their worship. They set all their attention on finding him, and they were obsessed by him. Now, there's also another part of the story. What about the animals around the manger? The animals in the stable, they all chose to make room for Jesus. They had to give up their manger. It was a place where animals ate. It was where they found their food every day. Now, do you think that they were attached to the manger? Of course. It was their world. That's where they got their energy, the place they found sustenance and comfort, really, comfort food. They had to make room for Jesus in their manger. Now, there's one more person that made room in his heart, and that's Jesus. Jesus made room in his heart for you and me. So what gets in the way of following Jesus in your life, taking the space of Jesus? How can you make room for Jesus? Are there things you need to remove or give up control over for Jesus to find a place in your life? Is there past hurts, unbelief, stress, busyness of life, addictions, pride, maybe your comfort schedule? How about giving your comfort and security, all your distractions, your past hurts? Maybe you have to forgive someone and letting go of the wrongs of people, not counting it against them. The Christmas story is all about making room for Emmanuel, God with us. Consider how you can make room for Jesus today. Don't delay. Let the light live in your life today.